Oh, let's have another conversation in this car. Well, we just got a new car. It's pretty decent, to be honest. Like, I loved it. I went for a ride, like 300, 350 kilometers ride, and I loved each and every aspect about this car. There are slight drawbacks, like slight, and those are in terms of the quality of the material used, not in terms of the power and the capacity or the performance of the engine. So like like some of the major points which you can get from this car is it is basically a driver's car. It is a fucking driver's car to the point that you will enjoy your ride so much that it won't really make a difference if you have traveled for like 400 plus kilometers. Like, it won't actually make a fucking difference because it is so smooth. The engine is powerful enough. It is performance oriented. And the best part about the engine, it has a certain feel to it. Like, it is kind of raw. It is not as smooth as you get in i20s or, I don't know, the new generation's car. I think those are the 4-cylinder engines. Comparatively, this is a 3-cylinder engine. So what it gets instead of that is a less refined engine. But that less refined engine itself is, I feel, the best part about the car. Because when you push it in, like, a heavier gear, let's say second or third, you're pushing it, you get those rev feeling, you get the kind of vibrations and the engine noise, which is rare to find these days because the engine have become so refined that you don't get this rawness of the engine. So that is which I kind of really enjoyed. The equipment is pretty good. The accessories like the traction control and the hill assist which they have provided is very practical. It is very practical. It is very precise as well. And the best part is we live in Himachal, so it is already a hilly terrain. So it is kind of a car which is made for the mountains because it is a new concept as CUV. And this new concept is something which is car utility vehicle. I don't actually know if it's the right full form of it, but I think that is the right full form of it. Having said that, it is a completely driver's oriented car. My dad is going to love it. The best part, which I feel like my dad is actually going to cherish this car so much because he is a complete freak driver. Like, he loves his stuff. Like, he rarely enjoys a lot of things in life, but if he does enjoy something, it is going to be really amazing. So I don't know, I just gave an impromptu intro to the car. Like, if you want to see, I mean, there's not much into it. There's not much, but this is how the cabin actually looks like. I actually have put it on the selfie mode, so I won't be able to properly show you each and everything, but let's try. Okay, so this is the screen. It is a really decent enough screen, I have to say. I mean, so these are the equipment clusters. This is a screen which is quite decent, to be honest. Like, it has navigation, it has compass, it has pretty decent amount of stuff. Like, you can make calls from it, you can have audio, you can have navigation as well, which we used, and it is quite accurate, but you don't really need it, so we are gonna skip it. Then it has radio, which you should never fucking use it because it sounds so bad. And apart from that, this is the main instrument cluster, like the steering and all. It is not as aesthetic as you can get in Baleno or in i20, but it is quite decent enough. Like, the amount of information which it provides is decent enough. Like, you don't need much of it. And this is the engine start and stop button, which we get new feature in, which kind of gives you a luxurious feel because at this price you don't generally get such stuff. But maybe, things are changing nowadays, so you might start getting all these things because once the concept comes, everyone is